Walking this morning in the daylight was not an option. So we're just going to stay inside and have our little exercise routine here. So Windsor and I were able to go for a walk this morning, but it's still dark out. I have an early morning meeting, so we just did a short walk. Like I said, we do the best we can. So we did a short walk, but I am committed to doing exercise every day for weight loss. Welcome to Feb 50s Florida. Join us today when we do our walking for fitness, walking for weight loss indoors. So we're not really going to be walking now. I did about a 15-minute walk, and now what we're going to be doing is some simple exercises. So I'm going to talk about top 3 things that I think you can do when you're inside and you have a small space. And as you can see, if you can see, Windsor joins me everywhere, as close as possible. So if you have a very tight space and you have a puppy who refuses to leave and you don't want to do heavy cardio, I have been watching Mad Fit on YouTube. She's excellent, and she has some tips and tricks for small apartment spaces. So one of the things that I learned is that you can do some squats. Another one that you can do is some weightlifting, and the other one is stretching. Stretching is huge. Stretching is a really big one because no matter what, you stretch as much as you can, obviously, but no matter what your sort of cardio level is, stretching helps so much with your neck, with your movement, when you sleep, when you wake up, when you get up out of a chair, you don't have to feel so cricky in your back. I mean, I can't promise you won't. Again, after menopause, my body completely changed and betrayed me, and so this is what it looks like now in all of its glory. However, we're going to be working on weight loss, and our 3 things: squats, some weights, and some stretches. So let's do it. So I'm going to leave the weights here for now. I'm going to do some squats, and I'm only giving myself 10 minutes because I do need to get in the shower and I do need to get to a meeting. So if you have 10 minutes, do it. If you have 5 minutes, do it. If you have 2 minutes, do it. So I have 10 minutes altogether. This is what we're doing. I'm going to time it now and see if I can get 2 minutes of squats in without having a heart attack. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, Windsor. And I'm working on my form, so nothing is perfect. And I think I've told everyone already, I am no exercise physiologist. I am not a doctor. I am not telling you that you should be doing squats. What I'm saying is these are the 3 things that I think you can do inside that are fairly easy. They're not super aerobic. You're not going to be banging on the floor if you're in an apartment with people below you, and you don't need a huge floor space. So I will get better at these as time goes on. But if you have any mobility issues or any questions, I definitely suggest that you see an expert about that. This is just what I'm doing. And I'm thinking that every Friday, maybe, I haven't quite decided, maybe Saturday, because I don't have to worry about the work day. But I'm going to start doing a proper fitness day where we do like maybe a little bit more of a fitness routine that encompasses all of the things that I've learned from watching Mad Fit, and just kind of over the years of things that might maybe have worked for me. And I'd love to hear from other people what has worked for you, especially after menopause, and especially when you've gained a serious amount of weight and you want to lose a serious amount of weight. It's not easy. It's not something that's it's not something I have the answers to, for sure. I just think that maybe other people can contribute and help with that. I'd love to hear what simple, easy exercises you might have in mind that might help me. And squats, even though you're not jumping around, they are definitely aerobic. Everyone has a different fitness level. I am not in great shape, so I will huff and puff and feel it for sure. And then you're supposed to stick your butt way back. Okay, and when you do it right, you feel it, and that is for sure. And you stop in between, you shake it off as you need to. And I did not set a timer, but I do think I still have another 30 seconds or so. So here we go. And again, there's not one way to do it, right? I'm not doing it the right way, I'm quite sure. It's the way that I'm doing it. I'm certainly feeling it. I'm certainly burning a little bit. And every time we do something, we get a little bit better, right? At least that's what I found. I think that you get a little bit better each time. But I'm thinking that if we do a weekly sort of exercise routine, then together we can track our progress. I could certainly look back and say, wow, that was a month ago. That was a week ago. And look how far you've come. And I would love that for all of us. I think I'm at the 2-minute mark. I'm going to say I am. Because I didn't set a timer. But anyway, all good. I'm going to do my arms. Again, any way that you can do it to cause a little bit of resistance and strengthen your arms is really a good idea. Windsor's bored already. He's napping. He does enjoy his long walks, but I think I mentioned he's a senior, so he gets tired a lot quicker than he used to. And while we go out in the morning, he can usually go for quite a while. Then he's done. In the afternoon, he barely even wants to walk. And the evening he does, but a nice quick one, 10-15 minutes is good for him. And so us going for a walk and then coming back here and doing more doesn't seem to be in his wheelhouse right now. So all I'm using is simple 3-pound weights. If you don't have them, literally get anything, get some cans, do it with nothing. Just move your arms, have some sort of resistance. You're not going to do it perfect. I mean, maybe you will. I know I'm certainly not doing it perfect. I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm aiming for consistency. I'm aiming for accountability. And I'm aiming for strength and for better health. So I'm hoping that's what everyone here can motivate me to keep doing. And I can be held accountable for not moving ahead every single day with movement. And I'm really focusing on walking, but sometimes we have to be inside. Again, it's still dark out, so I have to stay inside. And also, sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Sometimes we're in an environment where we can't walk outside at that time. Who knows? Might be a lot of construction going on. There might be a million different things, but whatever the reason, you can't get out, then try to do some things inside. And I have read that, especially for women in menopause, that weights and sort of weight training and any resistance training is extremely important. So I definitely want to build on that and make sure that I take the information that I've learned and I put it to good use, just like I think we all should. Because a lot of times it's not about not having the information, because sometimes the truth is there's information overload. You can look up anything and get a great fitness plan online. You can get a great eating schedule, which nutrition is something else to talk about. But you can find all of that information online and you can know it, right? Intellectually, I know what needs to be done. Intellectually, I fully understand the ramifications if I don't do these things, but we kind of get in our own way and don't do it. Or sometimes, honestly, there's just so much information. It's not that there is a lack of information, there's too much. And when there's too much, it kind of puts us in a paralysis state where we're not able to make a decision because there's so many. So which one do I choose? Choose one. Just pick one and take one piece of it. Again, I'm not doing any formal exercise here in any capacity. I'm quite sure that any person who exercises regularly or any fitness trainer is watching this and saying, oh my gosh, she's doing that all wrong. I probably am, but I'm doing it. And every time I do it, I'll get a little bit better. And I promise you, when I started doing this, I was much worse. So progress doesn't happen overnight. It is slow and steady. Okay, I'm gonna leave my weights here. You leave your cans there, you leave whatever it is, and I'm just gonna stretch. And I think, I'm gonna be honest, stretching is the most important part of anything, even more than the squats, even more than the weight training, even more than cardio. My opinion, again, not a doctor, but I do think that when I stretch, at least, holy smokes, do I feel so much better throughout the day. Like I said, sleeping, when I wake up in the morning, every single time, literally before I get out of bed, I stretch. I sit on the edge of the bed and I stretch my arms and my neck and my back, and I feel so much better. I stretch a little before I go to bed as well, and same thing. I sleep better. I'm able to get up better, and I don't hurt as much. And honestly, diet has something to do with that as well, because after menopause, our bodies change so much, so our diets have to change too. And just like I was talking about with the information overload, there's no one answer. I don't know what the answer is as far as what diet do you choose. No, but sometimes it has to change. You have to find the one that works for you. So we will definitely talk about diet some more. But the 3 exercises that we went over today was the squats, strengthen those glutes, strengthen your tushy, strengthen your calves, all of it, and get a little cardio in there too. And then weights, you can certainly do more than I just did. I just did 2 little 3-pound hand weights. But weight training, any type of resistance training, really, really important. And stretching. Stretching is everything. So I'm going to keep stretching. I can get my leg. I'm going to keep stretching, and then I will jump in the shower and I will be off to my day at work. And I hope that you found any value in watching me be a hot mess when I'm doing my simple baby exercises here. But know that if I can do this every day, commit to doing these simple things, walking every day, doing the stretches, doing the squats, doing some form of weight training, you can do it. So can you please share, like, subscribe, and please leave a comment and let me know what exercises you like, what helps you, what's your favorite exercise, what do you absolutely dread, any tips for me, any pointers, and I'm sure you have plenty. There are plenty to be had. I'd love to hear them. So thanks so much for joining me on Fab 50s Florida, and I will see everyone tomorrow.